Well, welcome back, my YouTube friends. And look back here, like the Queen of England or something took my chair, but that's okay. I have work to do today, and this is one of them, because over on the couch, the other Queen of England is all stretched out and stole my pillow. So I'm sure as soon as I start unboxing, one's going to take off running and the other one's going to be curious. But here we go. So as I said, I had another vacuum coming in because I wanted to get a couple of the different ones of this particular brand so I could do some testing. And I kind of got a hint that I think I already have this one. It's not the one I thought I ordered. It's my mistake if it is what I think it is. But anyway, we can still have some fun with it. Any day with my YouTube friends is a good day. So, well, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Right before I turned on the camera, I took a big swig of my iced tea, and I think it's fighting back. But that's okay. Here we go. What do we have? A blanket in here? What is in here? I don't know. All right, let me get it out of here. Well, that was that. Um, that is in there. How am I going to get this out of here? Yep. Notice, Gidget is now here and ready. All right. Give me a second because I'm going to need a little bit of finagling here. Back in a second. Okay, so what I've done is laid it down. I'm just going to see if I could take this out the bottom. Woohoo! This is crazy. Sometimes, you know, it is what it is. Woo! Wow. Look at all that. Okay, I hope that's not a bad sign. So, this is the Simplicity Synergy in that beautiful chocolate brown. And something doesn't look right here. Huh. Okay. There we go. So right over here, let me get the other one that I ordered, if you remember, that I just did the cord replacement on. So I'll put that to the side. Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to grab the microphone for my glasses. Let me get you closer. So we could take a look on this thing. And get down here on the floor with you. So first thing is, on the listing, he had already said that there was a problem with the handle release, which I can see that. That's okay. So, Simplicity, Synergy, headlight, bag check, and And brush roll. I do love this color, this brown with the glitter. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, oh, there's the brush roll. I was wondering why there's... Okay, cool. I do want to look at the... This doesn't have... Model... Oh! G9 is what it says. It's been put in. A1 Vacuum Company. 11/26/2002, 13-month checkup, and then 2013 checkup. No crevice tool, no other tools, so I'm still looking for tools. That's a lie. I haven't looked at all. I need tools. I just haven't looked for them yet. Anyways, so let's see if we can look at this filter. Okay, it doesn't smell bad. Doesn't even look dirty, to be honest with you. Inside there, I'm not seeing any... Oh, well, of course, you do have your grand old black. There we go. Okay. Let's open her up. All right, what fell out? Did you guys hear that? So this is a nice bag. Does have a little bit of dirt in it. Not a big deal. I do have extras. Inside's looking pretty clean. Case does have the charcoal in it. But it's not looking that bad. I mean, it's dirty, but it's not bad at all. Do you remember when we took this other one apart? That was bad. That was bad. Okay. It says here, tandem air system. Now I'm going to put this bag back in for the test. That is a beautiful brown. If you can see the sparkle in it, beautiful. There we go. But see, as the light's coming in, that looks like it's green instead of brown. That is so cool. Yep. Well, let's check this out. Well, it is nasty, but it is there, and they are replaceable. So I can't complain. All right. I could have swore I heard some type of metal or something come out. All right, so let's check the underneath. Okay, got a nice brush roll. You can feel the belt on it, nice. Got nice wheel, 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 wheel. Huh. So far, so good. The rubber bumper is nice. Yes. So I do hear something in there. Here it is. So where'd that come out of? So a piece of metal did come out. I knew I heard something, but I don't know what it goes to. We're going to find out. So pick it up. Let's turn it around. So height adjustment, please let it work. Yes. So if you remember, that is nice. So at least on the other one, it's kind of stuck. So as you can see, we're missing the crevice tool and the other tools. Does this work? Guess so. Nice. Let's check the wire. Quick release works nicely. Now that I've replaced one of these, not so bad. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry, but learned my lesson on that, not to drink a lot of iced tea right before filming a video. So, is that metal piece is what goes for this? Because this is working, but no spring. I think there's... Anyway, one thing at a time. Seller told me about this. Okay, but did not tell me about this. Huh. That's really loose. All right, so you can see this is broke off, right? Let's check the other one to see exactly what that looked like. So, see here? Well, let's just unwind it. See the difference? Ugh. You got this little clip here. See? That's what's missing. See, it's broke off. I don't remember that being in the description. What I did tell me was about the foot release pedal. Well, one thing at a time. If I remember correctly, this is all one piece and you can get a new one. We'll talk to the seller. This is loose and it's bothering me. I don't know why it's loose. There we go. Handle is loose. So it's clear this thing has probably been taken apart, I'm assuming. Why else would all these be loose? Let's just go ahead, check them all while we're here, right? That one's really loose. All right, well, all I can say is don't crank them. Remember, these are plastic. Just into plastic, I'm saying, not the screw itself. All right, let's check this hose out. So you got your suction release. Huh? Ooh. Okay. Extension wand. Much better condition than that one. Nice click. Oh. It's sad that's broke. Okay. So as far as I know, let's plug her in and let's make sure all works well. All right, everyone. Fingers crossed. I definitely have this too low. Wow, it is like diving into that carpet. There we go. Well, not bad at all. Seems to do very well. So let me get some stuff to throw down and let's give this another whirl. Back in a second. All right, my friends. So I just got the standard rice. Again, some people do ask why I'm always using rice. One, it's clean, but the main thing is rice is great for absorbing moisture. So I don't always take my bags out of my vacuums when I store them, when I just do a demo. I leave the rice in there, which absorbs moisture and so forth. And we do have dogs in the house. So I think it works really well. So I am going to put you closer to the ground. I think you can go for a ride with me. There you go. And I'll put down the rice. And I think I might have to do a big mess test. Oh, excuse me. Man, that iced tea is tearing me apart. Okay, here we go, my friends. All right. Huh. Did it leave a black mark? I don't know. Anyways, you look at this. See this? Put a black mark on the carpet. I don't know what that's from. Anyways, great job on the carpet. I think this brush roll and the tandem air, I do think it's a good combo. I still would like to do the two brush roll, uh, the brush roll with the 2 rows of bristles on it, just to test to see, is there really a big difference between the single and the triple? If anybody out there has already done the test, let me know. I'd love to see that video. All right, kids. Let's see. I'm going to take, this is the bag out of the other Synergy. I don't want to do this, but I do want to test it. So I have the bag. It has its crap in there. Um, and just cut it. Oh, I hate doing this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. All right. So, oh, this was a new bag. Remember, I only used it for that test. And look at all that. That's kind of embarrassing. Wow, but look at all the dust in there. Look at that. Holy crap. So there's the rice. And anyone that saw that video, here's that fluff. I call it puppy clouds from the toys. That is a lot of dog hair. There's the rice. Thank God this Saturday is dusting day because this stuff is going everywhere. Mm, mm, mm. Look at that. I can't believe I'm doing this on my carpet. But there you go. Yuck. All right. You got to move over just a little. There you go. Okay. Okay, let's bring you back up to level. Want to go over the ride with me? Whee! There we go. So, well, I really don't have the whole thing in shot. So bring you on up. There we go. That's better. Let me unplug. So, pros and cons between this one here And the one I just unboxed is, I do believe this one is in a little bit better shape, as the height adjustment does work. The filters are in better shape. It came with a quality cord already. Downside, it put a nasty black mark on my floor, but that's okay. I can fix the handle release pedal, not a big deal. I can get the tools, not a big deal. What bothers me is, and let me get my iPad, let me double check myself before I say anything. Okay, my friends, let me just make sure that it didn't say anything in there. So see original listing, description from seller. Simplicity Synerger. Synergy vacuum in good cosmetic condition with some scratches and scuff marks. Good working condition. No accessories included. Both front headlights do work. The only issue is that the mechanism pedal that holds and locks the base in lock position sometimes does not hold it in place. Sometimes you have to pull upwards for it to hold in place for carrying around when not in use. Hopefully this makes sense. Yes, perfect sense. Please check all pictures for details. This vacuum is bulky and heavy. Shipping will be a little expensive. Says nothing about the handle. For the hose. And I'm not seeing a picture of it at all. There are 24 pictures. So yeah, that's what it says. It does mention this. It does mention the scratches as cosmetic, but other than that, nothing. All right, one thing at a time, right, my friends? So there we are. So does this really make a big deal? Not 100%. However, I would have definitely liked to known about that, because I did pay a lot more for this one than I did the other one. So my main goal to get these is so I can start doing some testing. And I just seem to be, well, I guess eBay and I just aren't getting along. I don't know what it is, but there you go. Let me make sure this comes off. And it does. That's good. So there you go. I do like the way this works. I mean, it does groom this carpet very nicely. It picked up that mess, which I hated to do on my carpet, but it picked it up very nicely. No struggles at all. Did any of that get stuck in the brush roll? Well, we got one little string. I'll be darned. And there's nothing wrapped around this brush roll. How does it do that? No hair, no nothing. Oh well. Oh, there you go. Number 2. um, anyways, I'm going to be doing some testing here shortly as I get these together. And then at some point, I don't need all of these. Um, I need to pick one or maybe 2 and let the others go. So until then, I thank each and every one of you for coming along. Have any information about these wonderful machines, let me know. If you have any of the tools and you want to let them go, talk to me. Or if you happen to know where I can get them uh, on the cheap way, let me know. I like my vacuums to have all their parts and accessories. You know what I mean? Anyways, thanks for coming along. I'll be talking to you soon. Have a great day. Funky's Workshop is out.